Hey everybody, this is Workforce Gaming. I'm Doug, along with Brad.
Hey everybody.
And this week we're going to do something a little bit different. We've been playing, I don't know, a few smaller games, and Brad's going to start us off. I actually have been traveling quite a bit, so I haven't been able to play a lot of games. I've basically been able to play one game.
Stop being lazy, Doug.
Yeah, go play more video games. Yeah, it is
Be
kind
an adult and play some video games.
of it is kind of weird. This does sometimes feel like a job. So anyway, to start us off, this is a game Brad. I've been bugging Brad to buy this game freaking forever because I actually owned it before him for whatever reason.
Because I'm
Amplitude.
cheap as hell.
Yeah, yeah. Even so, okay. Amplitude. Now, Brad, why should you have bought this game forever ago? How many games do you own by Harmonix, including Amplitude? Not.
Frequency, amplitude.
Mhm.
Every Guitar Hero they made, every Rock Band they made, except for Rock Band 4, Rock Band Blitz, Dance Central.
Mhm. Oh, now you can actually get Fantasia too, since you have an Xbox One.
Yeah, but I don't have a Connect.
Oh, yeah, bummer.
Oh, I know.
So you're
But
actually
anyway,
you're a huge Harmonix fan, and it kind of blows my mind you waited so long to get this.
I honestly it came out and the fact that it didn't have licensed music in it like the original one did
Hmm.
kind of threw me off a bit, and I'm not a big fan of electronic music at all.
Hmm.
So it was more of a I don't know if I'm gonna like the music. I don't know if that's gonna bother me or not. I don't know if I'll be able to sit down and play this style of music for the 5 or 6 hours that I want to be able to sit down and play this game straight.
Hmm.
And so that kind of threw me off. And then actually after 3 weeks, I kind of forgot it came out, and then it went on sale this week. And I went, oh shit, I never bought that.
Yeah, that's actually a lot of sales were like that. It's like, oh hey, I was gonna buy that.
I totally wanted to buy that game. Same thing happened with Soma this week. Oh, I wanted to play Soma.
Shit, I forgot to buy Talos. I'll buy Talos.
Yeah, you should totally buy that because I think you've got another day.
It's true. I do gotta go buy that. But yeah, so I know your main complaint was actually with a lot of people, which is a legit complaint, especially given Harmonix's history of getting a lot of licensed music. And I guess they're mostly even Frequency and Amplitude had a lot of rock songs in it, and this one just went full EDM, which is totally outside of most Harmonix games. So I guess that is kind of a point of contention for you for not buying it earlier. So now that you've played the game, is that still an issue or?
Um, I think it will be an issue for the longevity of this. I started playing this game this morning,
Oh,
and I've put 8 hours into it today.
oh, Jesus Christ.
Or around that. I didn't have anything to do today.
Mhm.
But I beat the campaign 3 times and have gone through all but 2 quick play songs. So anyway,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
aside
As
from
soon as you started restarting this morning, it's like, why the hell are we talking about this? 8 hours. Holy hell. Okay.
I like this game a lot. But I think my thing with this game is I can't tell the difference between a lot of the songs.
Mhm.
Going through oh yeah, this is super fun. Did I play this song? Did I like this song? I can't remember. And the only song that keeps standing out to me is the theme from Skullgirls, because Skullgirls has a really cool theme song.
That's funny because I remember you're because yeah, some of the bonus songs are actually really neat. It seems like the campaign mode is actually sort of like a concept album,
Yeah.
from what I've heard, and those songs are pretty good. There's one or two songs I really like in there, but all my favorite songs were always the bonus songs that had nothing to do with the Amplitude. The Skullgirls one is really good, and then the Crypt of the Necro Dancer song is really good,
Yep.
and there's a few other bonus songs that are really great songs. But yeah, so you're still not feeling it. You mean you enjoy it, but are you?
Oh no. I love the hell out of this game.
Mhm.
I just think I'm not gonna want to come back to it a month from now.
Mm.
I still to this day probably put an hour into Guitar Hero Live every week because I'm a horrible person and that game's addicting as hell, and there's always new music.
No, actually,
And it's music that I like.
did. I mean, it's been kind of like a running joke on. I'm not sure if it's just this podcast or an older one that Brad freaking loves Guitar Hero, the new one. And I was like, all right, sure, whatever. I actually sat down and played it. The game is fucking awesome.
I know it is. Exactly. But anyway, I don't see it having that effect. I love this game. I mean, to sit down and play something for that long, you've got to have a huge interest in it. But just
Mhm.
everything, the way it works out, it's great. The difficulties scale really well. I found that it was, I played on, I don't remember the name of it, intermediate for maybe 4 songs. I went to advanced for about 10 or 12 songs, and now I'm going through an expert pretty easily. So
I'm still stuck on advanced, I think.
that was my one goal when I was done. I'm gonna beat every one of Doug's scores the first day I bought this, even though he's had this game for 4 months.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, I love Amplitude. Actually, I got it because I actually like the art style a lot. And I like the gameplay, and I like EDM and music a little bit. I didn't get it because I'm actually any good at these games. I'm terrible at rhythm games. I don't know what it is. I don't have it in me. Um, but no, I really enjoy this game, and like I said, I got it mostly for the art style because I think it's a gorgeous. It's like a surprisingly gorgeous looking game. It's really
It
cool
is.
looking. I love the art style and the weird like track and like you kind of like when you blow up the thing. I like the one of the things they had pushed when they actually first pitched it was like your ship is like this organic sort of thing. So it's like a mix of metal and organics. You're making faces
Yeah.
like you don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but when you said that, I'm looking at the picture of it on my dashboard for my PS4, and it looks like that. So I'm gonna go with it.
Well, yeah, no, like a lot of the textures, like it's got like a metal shape, but a lot of the textures are actually based on like insects, and things like that. So that I'm always more interested in than the actual game itself. So it is kind of interesting though. Even though you don't like the music, like it is kind of cool that like just gameplay alone can like stand on its own. It's like you can make a full game just of the gameplay, even if you're not a huge fan of the music.
Oh hell yeah, yeah. No, I love everything Harmonix done is great. I love rhythm games. I could sit here and play Harmonix games all day long.
Mm-hmm.
If I yeah, Guitar Hero Live, Rock Band 2, probably two of my top 20 games of all time.
For that's I mean that's respectable. I mean those are still some pretty hard. I mean if we're gonna be hardcore, I hate when people say shit like that. Those games are actually really difficult for how popular they are, especially like on expert modes and stuff. Speaking of like rhythm games where you don't actually have to enjoy the music, I downloaded the demo a while ago. This is not our plans to talk about. For that who is that fake Japanese idol? Like it's like a computer character like
Oh yeah,
Hatsune Miku or whatever.
yeah. I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah, so there's actually a demo for the PS Vita for like they have like a rhythm game for it. That game is excellent. It is probably one of the best rhythm games I've ever played, and the music is hot garbage. It's so bad. So I think it's kind of funny because I always felt like these games, just in general, sort of leaned on their music
Yeah, for sure.
to be good games, and you realize like even if you're not into the music, it's like hell. Like a rhythm game can be a good game. It is surprisingly strong gameplay, even though
Well, I think calling this music bad is a disservice to it. I don't think it's bad. It's just not my thing. Like I can appreciate that there are some very good songs in this. It's just not my style of music that I enjoy. You know what I'm saying? Like very few songs did I go, oh God, that was painful to listen to. It was, I'm sure if I was into electronic music, that would have been a good song. Like that kind of feeling is kind of the feeling I had where it's like, okay, that was not going to put that on my Spotify, but there was nothing displeasant about that. But again, it's that licensed music that I think is the missing piece here. And I think I almost to a point almost kind of prefer this option as opposed to when I look at like Guitar Hero Live. If you look at their offline mode, their actual song list, it's pretty garbage. And again, going up to this game, that's what these games are always judged on is, oh, they have the new Black Keys songs. Well, this one has a Metallica song, but this one has some Arctic Monkeys. Well, this one has Iron Maiden, and this one has Megadeth, and this one has Eminem for some reason. You know what I mean? Like, that's how people judge these games, and this game is a very different situation because, oh, no, you know what? This is a game, we're going to put our own music in there. This is a smaller game for us. We're not going to pay the licensed music stuff. We're not going to deal with that. And we're still going to make a game that is fun to play, and it's awesome.
Yeah. I'm really disappointed they've actually said they're not going to do DLC for this game because I feel it's like the perfect game to do DLC for, and it doesn't have to be licensed music. It can still be like you're saying, like one of your favorite songs that was the Skullgirls theme. Like I wouldn't mind having every freaking indie game's theme song in this in some way, shape, or form.
Oh, for sure, it'd be great.
Yeah, or like you could have like I mean it's a PlayStation brand, so you could have like I don't know I was thinking in my head like every time a new PlayStation game was coming out, you could have like their theme song as downloadable content or something like that. I think the only disappointing thing I had this game because I did generally enjoy the music was that there was no DLC support, which is such a weird thing to say.
Well, and again, if you look at rhythm games as a whole, I mean, Rock Band is built on weekly DLC.
That's true.
Guitar Hero Live is built on new songs weekly. That's how those games stay fresh. That's how those games stay up to date. That's how those games make a lot of their money. But I think Harmonix kind of came out with this, and this was one of those. Our fans loved these games. We kind of went back to it with Rock Band Blitz, and that went over pretty well, I think. Well, let's just try it. Let's kickstart it. Let's do that small thing. We're going to throw it out there. It's great. It's fun. And we're going to move on to our next big project. And I think that's really what this game was. It was their throwback thing to like, you know what? It'd be fun to work on for 6 months.
But the thing is, like, I think they found such a neat niche, though, that isn't being served by Guitar Hero or Rock Band currently. Because it does EDM music and it does do, music from like other video games and stuff. Like, I feel like that is an interesting thing enough that it could survive in an in the sort of ecosystem where you have, heavily licensed music games. Like, it could continue on, but I think I just, from what I've understood of how the recent Guitar Hero and Rock Band have sold, I can kind of understand why they might be hesitant to do any sort of additional.
Yeah, and I don't know the sales numbers on this either, if this was successful or not, or how this panned out. And again, if you're going that route, then you're looking at a cross section of two very specific audiences.
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, we made a game for people who really like rhythm games and really like indie game music.
Yeah.
And we made a game for them, and we're going to put DLC for them.
Yeah,
and hope there's a good middle chunk of that Venn diagram there. So I think it totally makes sense there's not DLC for this. Mm-hmm. It definitely feels like that. We threw it up there. It's there. If you want to play this with licensed music, go back to your PS3 or Xbox 360, play some Rock Band Blitz. It's very similar.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
And it's got all of your Rock Band songs there. So,
damn, how cool though to be like play churches though. Or like Grimes or something. Like, God. So that was kind of I guess it's not even a retro review. It's kind of like a game that came out a few months ago. A really late review, I guess.
I'm cheap as hell review and didn't want to buy full price.
And that'll be the name of our new segment. I'm cheap as hell, and
I'm cheap as hell, and I didn't want to pay full price for this game. Reviewed.
That would actually be a great channel.
It would.
Like,
and I would have paid full price for this. Damn it. Okay, so this is our first video in our new series. We buy games 6 months after they come out because we're cheap.
So we're Workforce Gaming. You can follow us on Twitter at Workforce Gaming. You can also follow us on YouTube, iTunes, not SoundCloud. Wherever you can listen to us from, just click the subscribe button. We like answering comments too. I always thought it was kind of weird when people are like, hey, comment on our video. We like that. But we actually genuinely like when people comment on our videos. And we'll comment you back. And it's nice having like little discussions pop up. So yeah, we're Workforce Gaming. See you guys next week.
Bye.